G'day, it's Mark Rogan from O'Neill Real Estate, and we're at 25 Diamantina Boulevard in Byford, and we're going to go and have a look room by room at what is on offer with this one. But I got to tell you, there's a lot on offer with this one. It is a very nicely presented home, and not only is it nicely presented, it's just flipping big. It's a good size home. We've got great living areas. We've got an awesome backyard. There's a workshop at the back as well. We're going to go and see all the details, so buckle up for what may be a fairly long journey, because there's quite a lot to see. If it takes too long, skip along at your own pace. While we're out the front though, let's have a conversation about the front. Firstly, good looking house, and a lot of solar panels up on the roof, as you can see. And there's a whole bunch more detail about all of that we can send you as well. That's at markrogan.com.au if you want to get in touch with us. Now at the front, you'll see you've got the double garage. There's also all of this driveway parking here. I reckon you'd get probably 4 on the driveway if you needed to. So if you're entertaining, you've got room for 4. Get rid of those few things and you've got room maybe for 5. We also have parking on the verge. The verge is compacted gravel, so it's easy care for starters, but also easy parking, which is what they use it for. Now, let's go and have a look at this home. We are going to go maybe do a crash course first. What about that? We just do a quick look around and then we'll go and get into all the nitty gritty as we go. Let's see what we've got on offer. Firstly, well, hello, this is the entrance where I should have had the lights on and now do. And this is good looking, folks. This is a good looking home. We have a lounge or theatre room, depending on your style, to the left as we come through. There's the shopper's access from the garage. There's the study. As we go further this way, we have got proper big living space. I mean, look at all of that room. There's almost too much room for their furniture. They don't have enough stuff to fill it. So that's partly, I guess, why we're here, because these folks are downsizing and they are going somewhere that is nowhere near as big as this house, because this is about as big as a house needs to be. It's a cool looking place. We've got a great kitchen here, and we've also got, that's storage. I'll show you that in a minute. That's pretty cool. All of this living area here, very versatile space. Use it in so many different ways. We'll explore those as we go. And all of that leads through here to the outdoor area, which is brilliant, and we'll go and check all of that out. There's the workshop that I mentioned before, tucked away in the back corner of the yard. So as you're standing here looking out, you're not seeing your shed, but it's there, ready for you to use. Down this way, we have, it's a lot of steps to get around in this house. We have a bedroom, we have another 2 bedrooms, and we also have a main bathroom. There's the laundry. This is just the crash course, of course, folks. And that is the bathroom. All right, there's the crash course. It even took like 2 minutes to do the crash course. Now I'm going to go and do the full course, like the full university degree course. Oh my goodness, I forgot to tell you, master bedrooms down this way. Let's start down here because we're kind of in this neck of the woods. So, entrance through to the main living. But before you get to the main living, hang a left. Head down this passage, and here we have it. The main bedroom. Very nicely designed and very spacious as well. That is a queen size bed. There's ample space for a king size because there's plenty of room on that side and also plenty of room on that side. The room comfortably fits larger furniture styles as well as all the bits and pieces that you need to make up a home. And walk-in robe, walk-in robe. The vanity. I mean, we've got the 2 walk-in robes, so why wouldn't we have 2 vanities? The vanity on the right featuring a real estate agent. The vanity on the left also featuring a real estate agent. It is a corner bath, and that is very nicely designed and very nicely set up. That's super attractive in the way that it's been put together. And the shower is there. I'll show you inside the shower. I know you want to see. So I'm taking you for the tour that you would take if you were here at the home open. I know, all the kind of bits and pieces that you'd probably want to have a look at. That is the toilet. Separate toilet, a handy thing in an ensuite, let's be honest. And the front of the property, as you noticed probably before, is a good looking frontage on this property. Has the awning windows at the front, so just a nice touch. They look really good. So the wind out awning windows there. And that is your main bedroom. We'll go back around this way because we're down this end of the house. Now, are you the cat from the other bedroom? I can't, hello. Now, I believe this is Gracie, the cat. But to get here in that time, it's not impossible, but I'm just surprised. You look like you've been there for a while. You look very content. If we find another cat, folks, we'll know that this is Gracie and that there's another cat. Or maybe this isn't Gracie. I'm pretty sure it's Gracie. Gracie, Gracie, Gracie. Now you're just looking at me because I just kept saying somebody else's name and you're confused. I don't know. Anyway, don't worry about the cat. We are in the front lounge room with lots of room to work with. Can be configured multiple different ways. There's quite large furniture styles in here currently, as you can see. And we have the ability to set that up, I guess, with, TV on that wall, TV on that wall, but a nice space. Then through this room, we have the study. So practical, nicely set up. The owner works from home, so it's actually what you see out in the yard. There's some work from home kind of gear that the owner has there, and all of that will be gone, but that's what's going on. Look at the detail in this place with all of the timber work along the walls, so the doorways. It's just a good quality finish with all of that. Now, for the main that's the same cat. Turning right. Okay, now we've got to work out. If we see two cats down there, we know there's more than one cat here. And that it's not the cat that was in the lounge room, which was Gracie. I'm pretty sure. No cat. All right, good. So I don't want to let them out. This is partly why I'm concerned because, it's not a good look for the real estate agent to release people's pets into the wild. This is, and then it is kind of the wild too. If you have a look around on Google Maps, you'll see how close it is to beautiful bushland and all of the surrounds through here. It is a very attractive part of the world, full of wildlife, which we don't want eaten by Gracie or any other cat who happens to live here that I happen to let out of the house. Now, the kitchen is very practical. We've got these beautiful stone tops with the waterfall edge. Gas cooktop as well. So really good workspace, but also really good kind of congregating space. Life works around the meals area, doesn't it? I guess if your family's like my family, there's always something kind of happening around that kitchen space. So this is how it's done. And you've got the breakfast bar that runs all along this way. Versatility in the sense that if you wanted to use that as a games room or something else, you could have a large meals area here. Certainly that table, which is an 8-seater, would fit here. There's freedom, there's choices as to how you make this work. And, hang on. Gracie? I saw Gracie out of the corner. That's definitely the same cat. Playing games with me. Anyway, the kitchen has an electric oven as well as the gas cooktop I mentioned before. Kind of coffee station going on over here. You've got power in that nook. So keeps all of the spaces just well set up. That fridge, by the way, that's 2 fridges. So it's not just like a 2-door fridge. That's a full-size freezer, full-size fridge side by side in that space, which is indication of a jolly good-sized fridge recess. Plenty of overhead cupboards as well. And the pantry. I know people like to have a look in the pantry when they come to a home open because I see the quick kind of sneaky glance. So I'll have the quick sneaky glance that you would otherwise have had for yourself. There you go. Oh yeah, good-sized pantry. Yep, you've seen what you need to see. does feel invasive going into somebody's pantry. But what about this? This is not invasive going into somebody's pantry because this is like a whole-size room. This is for the hoarder in your life. If you've got somebody who needs to keep a whole bunch of stuff, this is the place for them. They have got so much storage here. All of this extra shelving, and it's super practical. There's, again, more storage here, like for the ironing board and stuff like that. I'm showing you all the detail that you would definitely want to see if you were here in person. There are so many reasons to like what is on offer with this one, folks. So many reasons to... Gracie? So long as nobody spray painted your tail, I think we're okay. That is Gracie. All right, this is how it looks too. You don't even know that storage is really there. It's just a massive area. Doesn't impact your living space. It's just there. So good to have that adjacent to your kitchen. Look, I don't need to point out to you how much space is on offer through here. You can see it for yourself. This also has a floor plan available at markrogan.com.au if you want to try and, work out spaces for yourself and see just what room is on offer. But there's a lot of it. All right. Now, before we go out to the backyard, we'll go and have a look at these secondary bedrooms. This is bedroom number 2. There is a built-in robe there. Currently home to... These guys are getting ready to move, so a lot of their stuff is packed and getting ready to go. So that means that it's kind of going to be packed and ready to go so that you can pack up wherever you are and be ready to go to here. That's the beautiful thing about it. And this room, nice carpets through here. Good quality. A good sized room. Dimensions available on the floor plan. The laundry, hey, we're here. So let's have a look at the laundry. We have access out to the clothesline area. Good storage there. And just in case you were running short of places to put things, a big linen cupboard. How good is that? Again, I know at a home open, you'd try and sneakily... Gracie? Sneakily take a look at what's going on there. I'm doing that for you. So this is bedroom number 3. Good size room. That's a queen size bed that's there, and there's ample space for it in this room. Look how much room there is on the side as well. So that works really well. And there's also a built-in wardrobe in here. Ceiling fan, and you've got ducted reverse cycle air conditioning through the home too. Should have mentioned that before. Ducted reverse cycle air conditioning and ceiling fans. Gracie. Okay, we've cornered you now, so I know that you can't get... It's definitely Gracie. All right, so that is bedroom number 3. 4 is this one here. This is 4. And we have ceiling fans, we have reverse cycle air conditioning, we have a built-in wardrobe. That's the toilet. That's the bathroom. We have the bath. So the bath in the ensuite and in the main bathroom. The vanity and the shower. All looking good, all working well. It's a very nice home. The feel of the place is hard to describe. I don't know if you can feel it from watching the video, but I've got to tell you, when you're here, it just feels like a nice place to be. It's got a real atmosphere that just works, I reckon. And I think the versatility of the space just puts it into a different level and a different league compared to some of the other places out there. There's nice high ceilings, just a nice feel in general. And here we are out the back. Look at this. This works really well. Down the back there, you've got that quite wide access way. So you can drive through to the back from the front if you need to. Now, I mentioned before the garage is full of stuff because they are getting ready to move. Like, they're legitimately packing and getting sorted to depart. So that's what's happening in the garage. Great space down this side, and you've got the site plan as well that shows you a little bit more detail that's also alongside that floor plan. So you can see just how much room you've got down there, but that's good space. And the fish pond. Lovely big patio area here. The travertine pavers through here are a very nice feature. There's a little bridge here too, because we have pond there and we have pond there. So we've got a nice little bridge crossing over to this lovely gazebo, which is a beautiful space. The gardens are so well established. It's a lovely, lovely backyard. Something very nice about being out here. Very tranquil and very relaxed kind of space. Beautiful lawns out here as well as at the front. And these are reticulated too. It's just a pleasant place to be. Even the hedge across the back fence. You've got that sun setting behind you. I don't know. It's just a nice place. And big. Nice and big. That pretty much works for living, doesn't it? All right, out the back, we've got the workshop. I'll show you in there in a second. This is the down the side bit, off the other side of the laundry that we mentioned before. You know, just the utility side of the house. Gas hot water system, all that jazz. Now, this is the shed. And from here, there is access underground. We have a cellar, folks, or a pit, or a bunker, or we have a hole in the ground. I'm going to go down there and show you what's going on. I really don't want to slip while I'm trying to hold my phone, but I'm going to give it a shot. Let's have a look. Hang on, I'll pause it. And down we have come. So this is your cellar. How cool is this? Now, I don't want you getting all Joseph Fritzl about it, but it is fantastic storage, a bit of a hidey hole for things, a nicely temperature controlled kind of space. Look, it's not something you find every day, but you found it today and I like it. This is pretty cool. A very nice feature to have in any property, just for that, you know, bit of storage, that instead of being in an attic, you've got like a reverse attic here. A lot of houses now with the attics, not a lot of houses with a bunker. And that's what we've got down here, folks. It is, I mean, look, that does make it look like a scary place to be. But that's just some artwork. It doesn't have to be like that. I mean, you could make it anything, but you've got a hole in the ground, my friends, and that gives you some options. All right, I have less problems kind of going up a ladder holding my phone, so let's work on this together. And here we are back on the surface. So, loving that. Pretty cool feature. That's down there. All right. That shows you what's on offer, I believe, and I think we've covered everything off with this one. Pretty cool to have that kind of space underground and on the ground, and we are in a tremendous place here. Byford on the Scarp, a beautiful estate and a really nice place to live. If you haven't been up here before, certainly when you come to view the property, it's worth taking a look around, get your idea around the surrounds. There's some beautiful parklands through here. It's just established. Like you're right on the verge of magnificent hills and bushland and everything. It's just a gorgeous place to be. And Byford as a town centre has gotten better than ever as well. We've got the train station now. It's not exactly like walking distance to the train station. That's a fair way from here, but not a long way from here, if that makes sense. Like you can get there in a few minutes if you're driving, but it's not like you're hearing the train. The location close to shops, all that sort of stuff, it's a practical place to be, but it's a very nice neighbourhood as well. And hey, forget about the neighbourhood, forget about the location, all of that matters not when you are inside and just living in your own gigantic space. To come and see this gigantic space for yourself, set up a time to view it. It's markrogan.com.au, where you have the email agent button where you can book an appointment and come and see it all for yourself. Hopefully that shows you what you need to see. Thanks for taking 20 minutes to have a look around. I look forward to seeing you here in person.